Indeed.
Good good afternoon everyone and welcome to Archers in Action here on Cardiff Met Radio, bringing you all the latest from our campus. I'm your host Rujna, and joining me in the studio is my co-host Mikey.
Hey everyone, hope you're all having a great Wednesday. It's been another busy day on the Bucks action. Loads of home fixtures and some big results already coming in from this morning.
Well, we'll be kicking things off with some ongoing men's tennis first match on their clash with Exeter, and we'll also be checking in with our campus correspondent Dylan, who's been following all the action courtside.
Then we'll shift focus to the hockey pitch. Both our men's and women's firsts are in action later today against Bath and Swansea. Claire and Dylan join us in the studio for a full preview and form check.
And we'll also be diving into rugby and basketball, including a chat with Holly Stone. And of course, we'll have the latest Cardiff and Wales sport headlines from Brody in our news bulletin later in the show.
So stay tuned. It's a big day of sports here at Cardiff Met. And we're bringing you every story, every score, and every sideline moment.
You're listening to Archers in Action. Let's get into it. So, Mikey, what are today's fixtures like?
So, well, looking at today's fixtures on campus, well, we have the men's tennis cup match. It's currently ongoing against Exeter.
Right.
And basically the men's basketball will be happening, against Hertfordshire, the men's basketball ones. And that's at 4:15.
Yeah, and I think at past 4, we have women's hockey against Swansea, and then men's hockey following right against our varsity rival Bath at 6:30. So, which we will be discussing more in detail with Claire, the analyst expert.
So, in the men's tennis ones at the moment, the Archers are against a tough opposition, Exeter, that is running at Kincoid campus.
Right, so we had our campus correspondent Dylan go down there to take a closer look at the action and to get the views on how the games are going. And here is an interview with Stuart and Ivan, who are on the Cardiff Met men's tennis doubles.
I haven't played a match so far this season up until today. This is my 5th year playing Bucks, so I keep coming back for more for good reason. Today was a lot of fun. Stu and I played together quite a lot, and I enjoyed it out there. It was good.
Yeah, absolutely. Good match. We started off really well. Won the first set 6-love with some sort of decisive points. Second set a little bit closer, but we got over the edge of there as well. Really enjoyed it. Currently we're 2 for 2 in the league, so our goal this year is for promotion. So we're keeping it well so far. Won our first 2 fixtures 5-1. So hopefully today's actually a cup match against the same team we played last week. So hopefully we can get the same result and have a good cup run.
So as said, we are here today with Dylan in the studio to discuss the tennis. Being that you went down there earlier, how is it down there? How are the team one doubles going?
Yeah, cheers guys. It's going great for Cardiff Met so far. So when I was down there, the men's doubles were on, first and second team, and out of 4 games they won all 4 points on the board. So it's looking good going into the singles games, yeah.
Right, so looking at the fixtures, we know that Cardiff Met men's first team is unbeaten. So what do you feel about it? How is Cardiff Met stand in the fixtures, and how is this win going to affect?
Yeah, well, they're going really well this season so far. They're second in the table, and you could just tell when I was watching them earlier. The quality is there. They're great sportsmen, great tennis players. 2 of the games today ended 2-0, and 2 of the other wins went down to a tiebreak, and they're victorious. So not only they're great sportsmen, but they're resilient as well. They're strong as anything. Great boys there.
Right. Anything about Exeter?
Yeah, they're probably good fight. Yeah. So obviously today, so Met's first team were playing Exeter's second team, but Exeter still put up a fight. They they lost 2-love in one of the games, but one of the other games they went down to a tie break. So obviously, great uni with great lads as well. And I think they've got a bit of a rivalry with the Met lads. As me and Clea spoke to Evan and Stu, where they were talking about how they've got their rivalry and they've faced them, I think, every year for the last 5 years. So they got a nice friendly rivalry there. So it's all good vibes from the lads, I think.
That's good. And so, sorry, we just previewed Stuart and Evan with the interview with you. So I'm assuming they're doubles teammates. How was it with them, and are they ready for the season to come ahead?
Yeah, so they were doubles partners, yeah. So they won 2-love. I think Evan's a bit of a veteran. I think he said he's been here for 5 years now, so he's a great player, a bit of a veteran for Cardiff Met. And great lads, and they're more than ready for the season ahead, yeah.
Clear your stance on this?
Yeah, they're both, like as Dylan said, they're both very competitive people. As Evan's been here for 5 years, he said.
Yeah.
So he's got experience. He's been around the club for 5 years, so many years, and he knows what it takes to win. So yeah, there's very good vibes down there, very good competitiveness there. So they're set up very good for the singles coming up now.
Right, so we're currently at second on the table, but if the game goes well, then we might go on the top, right?
Yeah, so hopefully if they win, they go through to the next round of the cup. It's a cup game today. So the last time they previously played Exeter, they've already beaten them 5-1, I think it was.
Oh.
So it was, so they've already got that competitive edge over against them. So yeah, I think they've set up really, really well. They've put themselves in such a strong position to go through to the next round, and they were hoping for a good cup run this year. So that's what the plan is with them.
Let's wish them well. But now let's move to the Astro, a big day ahead for both our hockey sides. Clear's with us, and Clear was a situation looking for the men's ones and women's ones who are playing against Swansea and Bath. The women's are playing against Swansea and men's against Bath.
Yeah, so the men's is a varsity rivalry with them. Obviously, Met play Bath in varsity, so there's going to be a lot of rivalry there. It's going to be a really good game. I'm really looking forward to it. The men's are unbeaten, so that's something. They got a lot of confidence going into the game. They've been playing some really great hockey, and it's been really entertaining to watch them. So yeah, it's going to be, I think it'll be a cracking game down there, and something that I think a lot of people should go down and watch.
Actually steps in on what I was going to ask, is like they've been really consistent this season, and for both teams, right?
Yeah.
So like
you're talking about consistency. So they played against Exeter 2 weeks back, and it was a draw, 3-3 and then the match before that, the week before, it was against Reading, and we dominated completely because the score was like 5-0. So I think they're in great position right now.
Yeah, and they'll get a lot of confidence from that game. When you win a big game, and not even just in hockey, in any sport, if you have such a dominant performance in any sport, it builds so much confidence. It brings the teams together. Again, a great 3-3 draw to Exeter. Very good team, Exeter. And they're going to go into this game now against Bath, who are currently 8th. So they're on 0 points at the moment. So they've got a lot of confidence going into this game. And I think they're hoping for a win.
Let's talk about women's hockey. Cardiff Met is at 6th position with 3 points, and Swansea, the opponent, are at the 9th position with 0 points. So how's...
Yeah, a Welsh rivalry with Swansea and Cardiff, both real rivalries. So yeah, it's going to be a really good game. Cardiff are 1 win and 1 loss. So they've got to have a bounce back from last game against Exeter, where they lost 3-2, unfortunately. So they're going to obviously hoping to get a win under their belts here now. So yeah, it's going to be, I think, again, that game is going to be a great game as well.
So have we got a hockey interview to preview? Yes, we'd like to preview the hockey interview that we've just gained. So.
And that just leaves the Cardiff Devils to bask in what is a big victory for a start of a big weekend. The final score, Cardiff Devils 5, Belfast Giants 3.
And that will do it. It's a sobering defeat for the Steelers. It's a fantastic road performance from Ben Bounds and the rest of the Cardiff Devils. They have shut the Steelers out here on their home ice.
We are apologizing on our behalf. That wasn't the right interview.
Oh dear.
But let's get going to another game, rugby. Bucks rugby is big. So both Cardiff Met women's and men's first teams are off to Hartpury for this Bucks fixture. Men's are playing against Hartpury and women's, but yeah. And so men's are at the 5th position and Hartpury at 9th. So your take on that?
Yeah,
It's going to be such an entertaining game. Every year I've been there a few times, and it's just always been an entertaining game. Both amazing rugby teams, and yeah, I think that's going to be a game that you can't predict it. I think it's just going to be such an even game, and I think it'll be a cracking game.
So their last game against Nottingham was 34-25.
Yeah.
So it seems that they've got quite a strong side at the moment. And they're really starting to be consistent now a bit more. Can we basically get Devin's interview on Michael Vaughan, who's on his way to Hartpury currently, as we'll be playing that?
Yeah, a lot more excited for this one. Being in King's Own, it being a big occasion for the girls, and we've got a point to prove, and they've got a point to prove against us. So it's like two great teams going head to head. It's always going to be a good game. But from the last game, we've got so much more in place. We've got so much more to show today than we did 6 weeks ago, however long ago it was.
Moving on to women's rugby. So Cardiff Met women's ones are top of the league with 20 points, and Hartpury are 3rd in standings. So last game against Edinburgh, they won comfortably. Cardiff Met, the win was 28-12. And again, even Hartpury, their win was phenomenal as well, as they completely dominated Brunel with 43-0. So, Cleo.
Yeah, it's going to be two great teams. Met last year, won Bucks. They won the cup, so they're obviously defending champions. So they're obviously the target, the team to beat. And Hartpury have just always had a great women's setup. I think only last year is the only time that they've not reached the final, so you can tell how dominant and how impressive Hartpury are going to be. So it's going to be a real test for the Met girls. I believe they're going to do well there. I believe they're going to win that game. But yeah, it's going to be such a great game from both of them. Both teams have played against Brunel, and both have been very dominant, and they both won by a big margin. So it looks like it's going to be a bit of a 50-50 battle between both teams.
And that's really cool. I just want to speak to Dylan, really, and I know you've watched some of their previous matches in the Bucks, and what do you think of this Hartpury side with the women's? I know they've got their documentary coming out now, which we will preview in a bit, but what's your take on it?
Yeah, these women are tough as nails. They're unbelievable sports people. Both teams are in good form, like Leah's told us, and one thing that I think not many people are speaking about is we're coming into winter months now. Playing under the lights, we're going to have a good atmosphere, and it's getting cold. So these women are really going to show what they're made of, because not everyone's going to want to play on a Wednesday at 8 o'clock. But these women are going to play, and they're going to show what they're really made of, I think.
Right. So both teams are going to be pumped, and it's going to be a great game. So we spoke about our documentary about Cardiff Met Sport, Our Legacy. So we want to shine a spotlight on the inspiring journey of our players in the documentary Our Legacy, a must-watch for any Cardiff Met Sport fans. So we'll be deeping diver into the campus sport after the break, but first take a moment to check Our Legacy, the documentary capturing the heart and history of women's rugby here at Cardiff Met. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back in a few minutes.
moving on to basketball now, and we are greeted with Holly Stones in the studio. Hello.
Yeah, really good to be here.
That's great. And you play for the Archers women's basketball team. Seems like yesterday the Basketball Welsh National League announced the introduction of a brand new National League for women. And it's a pretty big deal, I assume, and years in the making. What's your thoughts and feelings on this?
Yeah, it's a massive deal, this. It's just really good to see that another big league in Wales is coming up, because we have a Super League, which is only in Cardiff, but this is covering the whole of Wales, and it's really good to see we've got ex-Archers playing in it as well, which is just really good to see. And it's just really good to have an opportunity to get more women involved in basketball, in still competitive basketball, but as fun as well, just so they can enjoy it.
How's the league going to shape the future of women's basketball in Wales and the UK, if you look at the broader perspective?
It definitely it gives more opportunities for women just to get involved, whether it's recreational or for the more competitive side. And it's just a way for women to just stay active, just have that community for themselves within Wales, which we haven't had over the past few years. So that's just really good to see.
So, injured?
Yes.
Oh dear. Mind me delving into the injury and what happened, and what explain. I was 5. What did you injure? What's the case?
Yeah, just a bit of everything. It has been over a year now since I first got injured. It was in a training session. Quite an embarrassing story, actually. I went up for a rebound with nobody around me, and my ankle just gave up on me. It went down, and I ruptured 2 ligaments and broke the bone in my ankle. So, yeah, bit of everything I decided to do to my ankle. So I had surgery in May on it. And then I'm just slowly building back to getting on court now. Hopefully back on court for training December-ish, and then games January is the hope.
Okay, so quite a quick turnaround after training as soon as you get back into it, which is quite nice. Of course, you're taking a break. When was this? When did you injure yourself, sorry?
It was October last year. I would have done it end of October.
You've been out for over a year now, pretty much. I bet mentally, how is that?
It's definitely been a challenge at some times. I think now coming back for this year, it being my second year of playing and having a year out, it's definitely just hit me a bit, because it's I can see everyone else on court, but I'm still stuck injured. So, yeah, it's been a struggle, but I've had really good teammates, my physio, my coaches, even people outside of basketball, like the media lot, they've all been really good with it. So, yeah, it's just slowly getting back now.
Right. Also, we know that you commentate. So, your thoughts on that, and do you enjoy, and what you look most forward to? Yeah.
Oh, I really love commentating. I've been doing it since I've been injured for the SLB games. I've done a bit of lead. I've done a lot of co. So it's just been really good to just be involved in another way with basketball. And I'm just really hope there's more opportunities for me to commentate.
Right. So the men's game coming up. Your thoughts? What do you think? The predictions?
Our men's team, they're a good side. We've not had the best start to the season this year, but they're a really strong side. There's a lot of team chemistry with them, and I feel like a win today would just boost morale with them, which is definitely needed.
Right, because 5 games and losing all of them might not be that mentally healthy, so...
Sorry?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you last said.
No, I was just saying that a win would really boost their confidence, and we have an interview.
Yeah, so we have a preview of the men's basketball team that we'd like to show, of Shane Gruggs. Let's play that.
This season has challenges, but I think we're on the verge to finding out what works for us. We haven't had the results we're looking for yet, but every practice and every game we have, I can feel it's getting a step closer to what we need to be. We've had a chance in all our games we've lost, but sometimes we'll let a mistake discourage us, and that'll just lead to a mental lapse. And, basketball's a game of runs, so it can go really bad really fast. But this team has a lot of potential, and I've seen spurts of basketball with focus, communication, and effort. But we're still working out the kinks on putting the entire 40 minutes together. We're all on the same page. We can play with the best of them. But if we only got 3 out of 5, that momentum can swing extremely fast. I have no doubt that we'll find our way. We've got a tough group of guys here, and we all hold each other accountable. We all know we can count on each other. We got a great coach, great coaching staff. So today we've got hearts. We had a close game with them earlier this season. But if we play out we've been preparing, I think we can get it done today. and we'll be looking at our first home win. That'll be really nice. So that'll be something to celebrate, hopefully.
So, as you say, you commentated, on the varsity game, on the games basketball last year, and we're quite impressed with Will Bishop. If you remember him, basically.
Can't forget him.
Yeah, there you go then. So,
Yeah.
what's your view on Will Bishop?
Oh, he's just such a good player. He's such a good all-round player for the wheelchair team, so it's really good to just see him involved this season again and just playing for us again this season. I just loved commentating with him. Well, commentating about him.
So we also we had a chat with Will Bishop, and we have a preview on that. So on to the preview.
The start of this season for Cardiff Met Archers has been a bit of a mixed bag. In Division 1, we've gone with 1 victory and 4 losses. I feel like it's been a really interesting mix, everyone trying to find their new role with a newly shaped team. We've had a few new additions and a few admissions from the team, people moving on. I feel like at different times we've played really, really exceptional defense and perhaps our offense has been lacking. But then in our most recent game, for example, our offense has been really, really good, but we haven't had that defense to match. So it's just a case of getting everything to gel together and having a complete performance. And I definitely feel like we'll get a lot more games in the win column after this. In terms of my own personal development, I feel like I've really added scoring to my game this season, where that's been a weakness in the past. I see myself as very much a creator, or if I was to kind of compare myself in a way to someone from running basketball, I kind of see myself as a Russell Westbrook type player, quite powerful, gets lots of rebounds and assists, but then not necessarily always exceptional on the scoring front. So I think that's something I've added with a 17-point and an 18-point performance in the last 2 games. So I'm optimistic for what's to come and looking forward to getting the Bucks season started too this weekend.
So back from the preview and with Will Bishop on the interview. Basically, he was saying about this year is his best. It was really good performance for him. He really improved his scoring. But I think he was saying about how the team are well gelled together now and stuff like that. But of course, a new season comes in. There's always new players coming around. Well, is there anything from last year you'd say that they could have improved as a team? Or do you think they're just reckless and amazing and probably how we should sell them?
I'll always say an Archers team is amazing, no matter who they are. So that's that. But I think just keeping the team gelled together and just keeping that morale high is one thing that's really important for a season. Even if you're going through rough patches with lots of losses, you still got to take little positives out of that. So Will saying he's gone up in scoring is a really good positive to take from that, and then take that as a team and move on to the next game.
Okay.
Thank you, Holly, so much for your thoughts and great insights. We wish you good recovery. Yes. And that's all from the court for now, but there's plenty more action happening across Cardiff and Wales. Over to our news correspondent, Brody, to bring you the latest sport headlines and stories beyond campus.
Good afternoon. What a week it's been for Welsh sport. The Cardiff Devils continue their winning streak, currently going 4 games unbeaten. They face Belfast Giants and Sheffield Steelers on the weekend, beating Belfast 5-3 and then on to beat the Steelers 4-0.
And that just leaves the Cardiff Devils to bask in what is a big victory for a start of a big weekend. The final score, Cardiff Devils 5, Belfast Giants 3.
And that will do it. It's a sobering defeat for the Steelers. It's a fantastic road performance from Ben Bounds and the rest of the Cardiff Devils. They have shut the Steelers out here on their home ice.
A huge milestone for goalie Ben Bounds as he made his 50th shutout in Devils colours against Sheffield Steelers on the weekend. In more news, the Devils have also signed ex-Guildford Flames captain, Canadian Brett Ferguson, who is expected to play in a triple header this weekend in Scotland against Glasgow Clan, Dundee Stars and Fife Flyers. The Devils now sit second in the table, just 1 point behind Nottingham. However, with 1 game in hand, the Devils hope to clinch the top spot ahead of their fixture against Glasgow Clan. Furthermore, a disappointing result for Wales rugby fans. The side face a dominant Argentina squad at the Principality for the Autumn Nation Series.
Never in doubt from Santi Carreras. and the end of an emphatic victory ultimately for Argentina, their biggest against Wales. Final score here at the Principality Stadium: Wales 28, Argentina 52.
Argentina ran 7 tries to claim a record 52-28 win over Wales. Wales did, however, put up a fight, scoring 4 tries from players like Thomas Williams and Dewi Lake. But it wasn't enough to get Wales over the line to claim their first victory in Cardiff since their win against England in a World Cup warm-up match back in August 2023. A big result from Cardiff City FC last night, picking up their first win since the side played fellow Welsh team Wrexham in the EFL Cup. Cardiff face their Arsenal under-21 side in the Football League trophy competition. League One club Cardiff came from behind to defeat a 10-man Arsenal under-21 side 3-1. Goals from Perrott, Spears and George helped knock the Premier League club out of the EFL trophy in the final round of the group stage fixtures. Confidence is high within the Cardiff City women's team now, as they are now undefeated in 8 matches and will hope to continue this run in their next fixture against Swansea City Women's on Sunday. The last time these teams met, Cardiff City was victorious, beating Swansea 1-0 away from home. Continuing with football now, Wales football are soon to face Liechtenstein in the World Cup qualifiers group stage on the weekend. Former Cardiff City player and Welsh international Aaron Ramsey has been left out of the squad, and here's what Craig Bellamy had to say about that situation.
If you could help with any clarity on Aaron's future.
No, it's not for me to talk about the clarity on that. That's for Aaron and the club he's at. Pumas, or he's not at. To me, he's not available at this present moment. He's still injured, so it definitely wasn't an option for us. And we're just like yourselves, we're monitored as it goes along.
Ramsey has returned to Wales after departing Mexican club Pumas and has been focusing on his fitness at the Wales Vale of Glamorgan headquarters. He was also given the opportunity this week to gain coaching experience by observing training sessions ahead of the national team's away fixture on the weekend against Liechtenstein. The last time these teams faced, Wales was triumphant, securing a 3-0 win at home. A very big game for Wales on the weekend, and I'm sure a lot of fans will be looking forward to this one. That's all from the news. I've been Brodie Collins.
Thank you, Brodie, for bringing us the latest Cardiff and Wales sport news. What a packed show today, Mikey, right?
Agreed.
We have had post-match reactions from men's tennis, previews for both women's and men's hockey, insights on rugby, basketball, and in-depth chat with Holly. It's been a great afternoon.
Yeah, it definitely has been an amazing afternoon indeed. And, well, good morning as well. I can't deny. Covering all the Bucks action here at Cardiff Met. And I hope you enjoyed hearing from Dylan, Claire, Brodie and Holly herself as much as we have. A big thanks to our guests for joining us in the studio and, of course, to all of you listening at home. Don't forget to follow Cardiff Met Sport for live updates and scores throughout the evening.
Good luck to all our archers playing today, and we'll see you next week with more results, interviews, and campus sport news. You've been listening to Archers in Action only on Cardiff Met Sport TV.